Have you ever borrowed someone else's truck? You drive it differently, don't you? You listen for noises. You make sure that when you bring it back, there's a full tank of gas in it. You just drive it a bit different than your own vehicle. When you have your own vehicle, maybe that sound in the back that's been bothering you for months, you'll just leave it be. But if that sound is happening when you're bringing someone's truck back, then, because here's the thing, ownership actually changes how you treat something. And here's the connection. Most of us handle our money like it's ours, but actually, it's not. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts. When you're going from ownership to stewardship, it's a completely different mindset. Ownership says, this is mine. I own it. I can do whatever I want with it. Stewardship says, this has been given to me, loaned to me. I'm going to try to treat it the best way I can. And those two beliefs change drastically how you handle your money. If it's yours, you spend freely. If it's entrusted, you think thoughtfully through it. If it's yours, you justify your purchases. If it's entrusted, you kind of think through and evaluate how you're going to purchase something. The way you see money is the way you're going to use it. There's a simple verse, and I've used this in one of my other videos already, and it's Psalm 24:1. And it says that everything in the earth is the Lord's. Everything. Not just your time, not just your gifts, everything. That means your money too, which means you and I are actually not the owners. You're the steward. I'm the steward of what the Lord has given us. Actually, that's a freeing thing. It's not something that's restrictive because it changes the question to, what do I do with my money? Now, here's where it really hits us in real life. You see, when we believe that money is ours, we just spend it impulsively. We buy something off Amazon, we buy something off Temu, we just spend it and we don't even think through it. Comparatively to if it's given to you. You can kind of think of this even if you're in a workplace and maybe have been given a company credit card. You don't just go willy-nilly spending on that company credit card. You actually have to plan out how you're going to spend that, what you're buying, and then you need to bring receipts. And so we have to think that same way when we are spending the money that the Lord has given us. We do kind of weird things too. We might even justify things that we feel we need. We spend frivolously on things we don't need, but then we say, well, I really need this because I worked really hard for this. We ignore wisdom, and even though we are struggling, we will go and eat out or we'll do things that are a detriment to us. And we ignore wisdom. We say things like, I deserve this. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself in this. These are the ways that I justify myself in spending things that, maybe I don't really need to. It could even be, I've worked really hard for this. Many of you do work hard, and I can acknowledge that. I've worked hard. We all work hard for our money.
Hey, son, I work hard for my money. Anyway.
We might just be saying, it's my money. It goes in my account. I'm not giving this to anyone. And that includes the Lord. And slowly what happens is money actually slowly starts controlling us instead of us managing it well. When we don't manage it well, we end up having to go to work. We have to do these things. And it's not because you may not be making enough money. And I do understand that there are folks that really aren't making enough money, but at the same time, we're not helping ourselves when we are not managing it properly either, or using wisdom with our choices, with how we spend our money, with where we spend our money, and the things that we buy. You see, stewardship really interrupts that. When you're stewarding your money, and you open up your app. This is not a phone, but you open up your app and you see something on Amazon. When you're stewarding it, you think through, wait, do I need this right now? Is this something that is going to help me? Maybe not. You know what? I'm just going to write down what this is, and then I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to see if I really need this thing. And so stewardship helps you slow down in a world and a place and a space that we're just going all the time. We need to slow down. It creates intentionality instead of just unintentionally buying a whole bunch of things. And it creates credibility in a place where you could show that you are actually managing your money well. And you could build into other people's lives and talk to other people about, this is how I'm handling my money. What are you doing? So how do you actually live this out? Because we need to get practical. Well, you need to change your mindset from, this is my money, this is mine. You have to start thinking, this is what's been entrusted to me. And even if you don't have a faith background, this is a smart way to think about it. The money that I've been given has been entrusted to me. I've worked hard at my employer, but now I've been given a paycheck, and now I'm entrusted with this much. How can I make this money go as far as possible? When we're not intentional, when we're not credible, when we're not being accountable, we spend in ways that don't make sense. This in itself will actually slow you down. This will stop you from, as soon as you get in your paycheck, just blowing right through it. This will help you be intentional, thinking through, okay, I need to cover my rent. I need to cover my 4 walls. I need to cover my electricity bill. I need to cover my water. Okay, after I've covered those things, what is remaining? For food, obviously food is included in those 4 walls or else you'll die. But what is remaining? And then out of that, spreading from there. And I think you really need to bring God into every decision. Not just the big ones, but actually the small ones. Take time to pray. God, what would you have me do with my paycheck this week? That in itself will help you slow down and just think through, Lord, what can I do with my money this week? Lord, how would you have me use it? And this can be for everyday purchases, online purchases, for groceries. Lord, how can I be smarter with my money? Think through your subscriptions. Think through your online purchases. Think through all of this and just slow down and see that you are a steward. You are someone who is caring for your money. And you could even ask this prompt: is this a wise thing to purchase? Is this wise, the way that I'm using my money anytime you go to use your money? I don't think you really need to make this complicated from the start. Again, as we're building this foundation, you just need to be aware. And we've already done a video on awareness, but part of this is shifting the mindset. I am a steward, not an owner. I am caring for this. I'm not just using it. So here's your challenge for this week. Are you ready? Before you make a purchase, pause. If you're a follower of Jesus, pray. Before you make a purchase, pause and pray. And I would even say, if you're not a follower, pray. Take that time to slow down, pause, and pray before you make a purchase. And it could be even just a simple prayer. Is this wise, what I'm purchasing right now? It's just a simple moment. God, am I using your money wisely in this moment? Or am I not? Help me to see if I am or if I'm not. That's it. You might still buy it. I don't know, maybe you're in the Dairy Queen lineup and you're like, Lord, should I get this Blizzard? Is that what I should be doing right now?
I'm feeling like I need a Blizzard. Okay, maybe I shouldn't.
And just walk out. Or maybe you should, and you have had a hard week. I'm not saying to punish yourself, but I'm saying to be thoughtful and think through your purchases and change your mindset. And what's happening is you're shifting from ownership to stewardship. You're shifting from, I am going to own this and spend it frivolously or spend it sporadically, to I'm going to steward it. I'm going to think through how I'm going to spend it. And I'm going to be really, really careful and thoughtful every time I spend. I'm telling you, this is going to change everything for you. And so I hope you've enjoyed the video today. I hope you've taken time to just even slow down. Slow down. Stop flipping through the reels. Slow down and purchase things intentionally. Be a steward, not an owner. I'll see you guys next week.